Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is your boy, Jackalberry, bringing you an absolute banger of a story time. I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget, if you don't mind, give me a follow on the Bluebird, aka fucking Twitter, at Jackalberry with 3 R's, baby. Jackalberry, 3 R's. Easy as fucking pie. Without further ado, let's get right into the story time. So this one is coming right out of middle of senior year, um, middle to end of senior year. No, definitely middle because this was October-ish. The but as we progress to know each other on this channel here, you guys will find out this was definitely like the end of my crackhead era. I mean, I still definitely am a crackhead at heart, but this was more so when I was getting my act together. I wasn't doing fucking drugs on the low. Wasn't fucking, I don't know, doing some crazy ass shit that I'd cooked up in my fucking house. I don't know. There was a lot of shit going on my junior, senior year, which y'all will begin to find out as we progress, like I said. But anyways, so middle of senior year, my buddy and I, actually, it's my girlfriend at the time. We decided we want to go out to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights, and we needed some buddies to tag along, because why the fuck not? And at the time, oh, here we need some names. So, well, we'll have Cornelius. Now, there's going to be 4 people in total in the story, but really Cornelius is the only one of interest that we really need. So he's the only one that's going to be named. Anyways, so Cornelius and I, we decided that we wanted this fucking cart. We wanted a cart to take with us. We wanted something that was just gonna get us fucking splattered. Like we were gonna be fucking lifted as hell the entire time. No thoughts of coming down. Because if you're fucking sober, walking around Universal, what the fuck are you doing? That's just fucking clueless. At least in my opinion. But anyways, so we're hitting people up left and fucking right. No one, like, I mean, absolutely no one has anything remotely concentrate related. Like, this is 2018. And most of you guys might know, like, carts weren't that prevalent. They really weren't. You were either getting definitely a fake cart that, like, no one even had a box for or some shit, or you were getting, like, a fucking legit ass cart. And the people we were actually we ended up buying from actually fucking had like the nicest carts you could possibly get. Like the nicest, like imagine Jesus hands you something on a pillow. Like that is what like you received from these people, right? Anyways, so we hit them up, we finally get a cart, and fucking, but us being us, we realize we don't have a fucking pen, right? So we have to go and get a pen, and that takes like 30 fucking minutes because none of us are. I actually just turned 18 at the time, but it was super hard to find like anywhere that had like a legit like a what 4 520 volt fucking thread, 510 thread, whatever you need, whatever bullshit. But anyways, so him and I decide that we get this pen and we're just gonna get fucking stoned, right? So, well, the pen had different fucking plans for us. The pen decides to not work, or it was the cart. We're really unsure because C-Cell was at the time was making like every cart. They might still be, but there was a lot of carts that were duds, like a lot that were duds. Anyways, so our cart's not working, and we're like, fuck, like what are we gonna do? And you don't want to get out to Universal, like especially Halloween Horror Nights, too late, because then you're just waiting in fucking lines the whole time, and no one wants to wait in fucking lines. And so we're like, fuck, well, we just got to go out there and figure something out. So, anyways, we're on the way out there, and I have this brilliant fucking idea of let's just bang this shit open and pour it in my fucking jewel, right? And so picture my buddy Cornelius right in the passenger seat, just like banging this thing on my dashboard, just like fucking conking the shit out of it, trying to get it to crack the slightest fucking bit. And it takes a minute, but it finally does. And I give him my jewel, have him pour it in there, and it fucking ends up working. Like we're hitting it successfully. fucking having a grand old time, passing it around like, oh, it's working. Haha. But we were just fucking mind blown that this shit was working. We're like, holy fuck, we're saved. Jesus has come down and saved this fucking night. You know, like I get a drink. My fucking throat is just fucking fried. Anyways, so we get out of Universal, and my buddy brought a handle of a Fireball with him because he was also into drinking at the time. He actually had to deal with like a lot of like drug testing, sadly, which we'll get into. But fucking man, that must have sucked dick. But anyways, so we get out of Universal, we park in the parking garage like any normal fucking human beings would, and we decide we're gonna pregame in the parking garage. So I'm sitting there puffing, like Puff the Magic fucking Dragon on my Juul. I'm puffing like there's no tomorrow. Like one hit here, one hit there, fucking no one else is getting a hit. Just me. And anyways, so I'm fucking coughing my dick off. Fucking, I literally get out of my car to like spit on the side of the road or side of like the shit, like our parking space. And as I do that, I remember seeing these like two people distinctly. And one of them, like, imagine a dude, right, wearing cargos, like a college dude wearing cargos and a regular ass t shirt, like a fucking ACDC t shirt or some shit, and like a fishing hat, like one of those like bucket fishing hats. I'll probably have one on screen, but one of those like bucket fishing hats that you wear if you're a fucking OG fisherman. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But fucking yeah, one of those on. And then the woman obviously probably had jeans on because we're at like Universal. But I picture her having a fucking dress in my head for some reason. It's a little foggy there, but I definitely picture her having a dress on. But anyway, so I remember picturing these two people being like, that is like, why are they standing there? Like they were like, picture our car being like in a parking space and then like two parking spaces over. Like these people kind of just like staring at you. It wasn't like too weird, but it was just like weird. Like you get those vibes sometimes. Y'all know what I mean? And anyways, so I'm sitting there fucking. I'm like, these people are probably just fucking looking at us because we're fucking high schoolers sitting here acting fucking a fool of ourselves. Anyways, so my buddy decides that he's gonna take a few shots, get a little fucking drunky pooed, get a little crossy pooed before he heads into Universal here. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea. I think I'd dabble with a little shot. I'm not the biggest alcoholic, the biggest drinker, but I may dabble, fucking. But anyways, so we're sitting there, fucking. After he takes his shots, I get out of the car, and then he decides he's gonna mix his drink, and I'm like, man, holy shit! And I'm like, I actually think I sit there and yell at him, which I think brought the attention to us even more. And I don't know what the fuck my problem was, but I was just like yelling at this man, hurry the fuck up. Because, I mean, we could have stopped and gotten a pin by the time this man fucking finally got his shit figured out. Right? But, anyways, so we finally are on the way in there. And we're not like 15 steps from our fucking vehicle. And those fucking people I told you about are like waving us down, yelling us down, wanting our attention. And so we're like, okay, interesting. And, they get over there and they ask us. I remember them asking what was in my Juul, like distinctly. Like that was one of the first things they asked us. And at the time, flavored Juul pods were still prevalent. So I had a creme brulee pod in. Like I had mixed the THC with my pod a little bit. So like it wasn't straight THC. But I told him like it's creme brulee, sir. And like I took it out and like I don't know if y'all know what a fucking cart looks like, but it literally looked like a cart inside of a pod. Like it obviously wasn't creme brulee. Anyway, so he's looking at this shit and he puts his fucking nose hairs like right into the holes of my pod. And he gives it like the biggest fucking deepest fucking sniff. Like and he was like, this is fucking not creme brulee. Like he literally said creme brulee. Like that man was like on it. Like no fucking way. And at that point in time, I kind of knew I was fucked, right? And so my girlfriend at the time kind of does play a key part here because she is on probation at the time and she can't be out of county and we're out of county and we're out of county past curfew. And we have a fucking Schedule 1 drug on us. So, like, this is just looking like a fucking great ass time. Anyways, so I'm not a dick. And I mean, I low key should have been a dick because she was a dick, like my girlfriend was in the long run. But fucking, I ended up getting her ass out of it, right? Like, I told the fucking people that it was just my buddy and I fucking drinking, doing whatever, and that they should be able to go in, chill, that they're not involved. Even though they clearly saw us all probably hitting my vape, probably saw them take a little sippy poo, like it, but they were chill with it. They were like, yo, fucking, I respect that. Go ahead. Fucking, y'all are probably fucked up, but it don't matter kind of situation. Anyways, so they take my buddy and I to this like tented area, right? Like kind of outside of City Walk. So if y'all know anything about Universal, you have to go through City Walk to get into like the entrance, or just to get to the entrance of Universal. So like we're in the parking garage of City Walk, and they take us to like this side of City Walk, like this tented area where we could like see out and like see like part of Universal actually. And I remember sitting there and seeing, as soon as we got back there, seeing these two girls like distinctly fucking crying their asses off, like literally so bad. And they had to call their parents, and I remember them telling like their parents that they got caught shotgunning, like a Four Loco, I believe, and like literally like right behind their car in the parking garage. It's just like what the fuck? Like, are you stupid? Like, I mean, what we did was pretty stupid, but like we weren't like that blatant obvious. Like I wasn't sitting right behind my car like, yeah, bro, fucking let's get hammy pooed. Like, no, fucking that was just stupid. But anyways, so fucking as we progress here together, y'all will fucking really find out that like I have a pretty good relationship with my dad. Like him and I are pretty chill together. So I'm not really stressing the situation too hard. I'm like, I may go to prison, but I'll definitely get bailed out. Like I'm not gonna be here long. Like this isn't gonna be bad. But my buddy Cornelius, right? Like I said earlier, so he got caught fucking doing some Mary Jane type shit and had to get drug tested, like on the low, like a lot. And so he could never like dabble with anything like through his high school like fucking career. Like this man was staying the furthest thing away from any substance, any fucking opioid, anything, right? Anyways, so he I remember he hit the pin that night though. And so I was like, man, you got a ball sack tonight. But he got like irregularly tested. Like it wasn't like every Friday, right? It was like it could happen on Friday, and then the next time could be four weeks from then. And so it was just like you never knew. And so I believe it was like a long time since he gotten tested. So like that's why he decided to hit the pin. But I remember like sitting there and fucking he was just like, oh my God, they're gonna test me. I'm gonna be fucked again. I'm gonna be roped. I remember like seeing his life like through his eyes for him. Like, I mean, that man, fucking Cornelius is a G for going through what he did. But anyways, so we get back there. They take my pin, they take my cart, and they start asking me all these questions. Like, fucking, um, hang on just one moment. Got my fucking cat up here. They ended up taking my pen and asking me questions as to like if I could answer any of their questions, and like you don't start off questioning with like a question like that. But I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking like off the ringer on some Sid or something. I can answer some questions. So I'm sitting there answering, and they're just wondering why I decided to do what I do, like the good old fucking elementary school, like why are you doing this? But anyways, so we were back there with like police officers too. Like these weren't no fucking like Universal Security Paul Blarts. Like these were like Orange County officers. But the coolest thing I remember happening was they ended up giving me my pen back and being totally cool with like the situation about the fact that I had a Scheduled 1 fucking drug inside of my fucking jewel. Like they were totally cool with it. Like gave no fucks. Like literally completely crumbled that piece of paper up like that idea, like threw it in the fucking imaginary trash can behind us. But I remember my buddy was like absolutely fucked because he had to call his parents, and like they thought I was drinking and driving, and so they had to come pick him up, and it was like getting late for sure, and fucking it was a far ass drive, and oh my god, I just can't imagine what that car ride was like for him. Like fucking oh man, mad respect Cornelius for going through that shit. But anyways, I actually fucking like ended up having a really good night after that. Oh wait, so fucking I forgot to explain this. But so they told me that like I wasn't getting arrested or anything, but I was banned. And I was like, well shit, like banned from City Walk, banned from Universal, and I was banned from like within 100 yards of City Walk or Universal property, I believe, or 100 feet, whatever the fuck. I don't know for how long, but I really have no fucking reason to go back. If I do go back, I will definitely let you guys know how it goes. But I ended up leaving that night and going over to Old Town. And Old Town was like near, like in the fucking neighboring area. Like wasn't that far. But I ended up going to Old Town with my girlfriend and her friend. My buddy had to go home because his parents came and got him, and he was in the ringer. Like he was fucked after that. But fucking us three, we went over to Old Town and hit my fucking jewel, got blazed, and watched car shows for like 4 hours and had a good ass night. Like it ended up being a solid ass night. For being kind of shitty there in the middle, it really resolved itself, you know? Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like if you did. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.